It's a Weatherfield Diner. 6 a.m. The working men are in to chow down on breakfast here. August 3, the checks are in here at Weathersfield. Morning, boys. Um, I remember, when was it? Pasadena. This, I was on the street at, I remember I had applied for like disability insurance from Social Security. I've worked a few years, no SSI here, no, no poverty pension. I applied to get my fair share of my tax dollars here. Okay, and I was waiting on it, 1 year, 2 years, the usual stuff. And one of the guys on the street asked me, he said, Wes, when you get that check, what are you gonna do? I mean, so you get your check. I was like, you know, what what meal are you gonna buy? What breakfast are you gonna eat? That first check. It's like, what food do you want? Because, like, well, he knew, and I, of course, knew, both being on the street and, living by, church to church, in the city, that it was like the food is awful and the service is even worse, and it's like, hey, it's so, he said, what meal are you gonna buy? What's the first meal you're gonna buy? I said, well, I'll tell you. It's like, the first meal I'm gonna buy when I get my check is steak and eggs. I'm gonna go to the Denny's down the street, and I'm gonna get me a big plate of steak and eggs. Enough of the gruel, enough of the slop. I'm gonna go all out, and regardless of the price, I'm gonna get me steak and eggs. So, anyways, I tell you, years and years and years ago, that morning, when I had my money in the bank and I didn't have to stand in line with all those other working men at the church, with their walkers and their canes and their hair dryers, waiting for breakfast to be served. I had steak and eggs at Denny's in Pasadena, and I'll tell you, I don't think it was any better in my life. I don't think I ever tasted a better plate of steak and eggs than that Denny's somewhere on Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena, California, years ago. So it's like, how many years later? We're all a little grayer, we're all a little older, and here I am at Weathersfield. It don't get no better from my experience here in the Hartford County. And so it's August 3rd, 18, and, I've just been served a plate of steak and eggs. So, been waiting on it. So, let's see how it is. Certainly this diner has been much better than what I experienced in Boston. you know, um, Certainly home style cooking instead of the children, 7-Eleven crap I got served in restaurants at the bars and cafes and restaurants and pasta. So I'm hoping this is a meal to appreciate. And Stacy and the staff in the kitchen hasn't let me down here in Weathersfield on this August morning.